Oh, my hearties, a very good evening to you. Just me, Scottie McClue. We are, of course, live on the big one. The time is 9 o'clock sharp. 9 o'clock sharp this Saturday evening. And it's the 26th of the 10th October. And, of course, the apparently go back tonight. So there you are. So you're going to get some extra time in your bobos. Excellent stuff. Come and join us as soon as you possibly can. And remember, if you're coming on the TikTok, do let us know where you're watching from. We want all the TikTokers, all the YouTubers here. Everybody should be watching McClue. This is the best hour of the week. A bon heure. I'll tell you, anybody know what a bon heure actually is? There's your first question tonight. And there we are. Hello, and we get a spooky story since next Saturday is Halloween. Well, you might do if you're good. That's what I say. We have to see if you're good first. We want the very, very best of behavior. And I'm just going to say good evening to all our gorgeous, gorgeous YouTubers. Good evening and Dinky-Doo. Good evening. I did say to you, I won't make a touch typist. I don't think that's my next professional appointment. Do you? So there we are. Dinky-Doo. So you might get a spooky story if you're very, very good. Scottie, fed about you, sir. Where in Scotland was the first monument to Lord Nelson built? So there you go. I think it might have been Glasgow. And that's the one down at the People's Palace. And they used to hang the naughty people. We might go back to that someday. They hanged the naughty people, and they said, you'll die facing the monument. So I think Glasgow might have been early. And then, of course, you've got the one in Edinburgh on Carlton Hill that is shaped like a telescope. Have you ever thought about that? Up at the Royal Observatory there. Glad to see you in time for a change, Scottie. Numpty Heed, as always, you're late, but we don't mind. I treat you very much like the Queen Mother. Remember the old Queen Mother? And she always liked to be a little bit late. So I treat you like that, Numpty Heed. The only reason you think I'm late is because you've never been in time. Oh, see what I just did there. Now, I love you, Scottie. This makes my week. Johnny Storm, how lovely to have you with us. You make our week, Johnny. Always remember that. Fit like Scottie from Manofield. Oh, Manofield, the hussies and the work. What would you fix in Dundee? I would bring jobs for everyone. I'm not a political animal, as you well know, but I would go with independence to get all the jobs back to Scotland that Margaret Thatcher stole. Jiggery pokery, I say to you. Hi, Dinky-Doo, and look at this. Glad to see you, Scottie. Negan, lovely to have you with us. Turn off the lights so we can get in a spooky mood. The Blade, I don't know if we want to do that yet. Guys, tell us where you're watching from. There's Bobby, Dinky-Doo. We love that. Thank you very much. Get liking, guys, and get following as soon as you possibly can. Hello, Scottie. So there we have it. Fascinating stuff. So that's the stuff. Absolutely. Smash or pass. Don't know what you mean by that. So I think I'll chap. Nelson Monument in Glasgow is correct, sir. The Brumelaw, I think, Scottie. Well, it's down in that area. It's very close to the Brumelaw along the front there. It's at the riverside. But if you go to the People's Palace and then go down, you can see the Nelson Monument. And Greenock, of course, has got Nelson Street and Trafalgar Street. So there we go. Glasgow's got St. Vincent Street. You see, there's all that. Hope we're all having a great time. Oh, Ben Soldier Boy, we always have a great time on Scottie McClue's Live. What's not to like? If you're on the YouTube, then here's the rules. There are no rules, but if you go down to the bottom and click the thumbs up, bottom left. Hello from Manhattan, Scottie. Johnny Storm. We'll have Manhattan. I've applied for a new job, Scottie. I'm hoping they'll accept it. Ben Soldier Boy, I see no reason why they shouldn't. Everybody will want to employ you. Hi, Scottie. Hi, Susan. Lovely to have you with us, and a big dinky-do. Sorry if I appeared a wee bit grumpy last week. The sound thing was bothering me. Is the sound good on the YouTube channel now, guys? Subscribe and like, Scottie. Johnny Storm, you're amazing. I've uploaded a load of videos for you, Johnny. So get enjoying all of that. Very, very good. Understood, Sunny boys, says the Blade. Absolutely, Blade. So we might have a little bit of spooky later. But what I'd need to know, we could try a couple of things and see what suits. And now, who we got here? Get following if you can. Do you think Alex Salmon should get a state funeral? Well, I think, as far as I understand, the funeral is family and close friends, and then perhaps maybe a state memorial service. You know, but Alex wasn't really, I don't think, one for too much palaver. You know, that's the thing. He was an interesting character. He wasn't big on it for himself. He was big on it for Scotland. So there you go. Make way for Scottie McClue. Make way for Scottie McClue. All right, Scottie, you're so funny. Steph, you're very kind. What's half of 99? Half of 99 would be 9. Yes, if you're just splitting the two figures. Have I got that right? I tell you. Half of 99, wait till we see. So 49 and a half, is that right? There you go, 49 and a half. Hello, everybody, Dinky-Doo, I tell you. The Glasgow Creeper, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, Glasgow Creeper. How Dinky-Doo, lovely to have you on with us, I tell you. You've just got the number 2 gifter badge, Steph. Thank you so much for that, and a big Dinky-Doo. Tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10. Scottie McClue is live on TikTok and on YouTube. Guys, if you're watching on the YouTube, down to the bottom left, click the thumbs up so we know you are there. Good evening, Scottie. It's been a bit since I've been in touch. I haven't been very well, but much better now. David Taylor, we send you strength and we send you good health. We want you well because you're a real top man. Yes? Hi, Jerry. Dinky-Doo. Picture a bit blurry. JD, I'll tell you what I think this is. It's either your equipment or the fact that we've got very swish new equipment here. Then we need to up the speeds. So I might get on to my provider. See what I just did there? Get on to my provider this week and say, can you give me maybe full fiber? Because for years I've paid fortunes and got very, very not great service. Anyway, there you are. Now, what have we got here? Hi all. Hi, Jerry. Dinky-Doo. Lovely to have you with us. Number 1 driver in Scotland and the West. Extra hour. Clocks go back. We see I've got all my old, actual, proper wind-up clocks because I'm a wind-up merchant, you see. See what I just did there? Now, there you go. Yes, Scottie, full fiber's the problem. Same thing happened to my pal. Yes, it did. So I need to get proper full fiber. You know, not just a couple of twisted pairs. There's the wonderful Gordon Roddick. Says, hi, Scottie. Gordon, how lovely to have you with us. Gordon joined Scottish television in 1957. Was, I think, their first announcer, is that right, Gordon? Or there and thereabouts. And then for many, many years was in charge of transmission. Marvelous man. And he's with us tonight. I just get much humbled because I loved working with you, Gordon. Top man. Jerry, as long as we can hear you, Scottie, can you hear us, Jerry, on the YouTube tonight? Remember, Scottie, if you get the full fiber, make sure you're close to the gents. Good one, David. I see what you did there. I'm on the full fiber. I think that deserves a sip of tea. General Sup, everybody. General Sup. Oh, General Sup. Guys, if you're on the YouTube channel, can everybody subscribe, please? Very, very important. Gordon was on the TV in the 50s. Holy moly. He must be old. No offense. Not at all, Ben. Gordon looks the same today as he always did. He always looked a young gentleman. And that's the way he looks today. So there you are. The sound and picture's fabulous tonight, Scottie. David, is that good? Somebody was complaining that it was a little bit blurry. And I thought it's either their kit or it's mine, but I think it's theirs. Can we all share the YouTube, get everybody knowing that it's on? I've had so many people emailing me this week on the YouTube channel saying, we love your stuff. It should go out to a much wider audience. And I think, well, I'll need to ask all my dear friends at YouTube and TikTok to get sharing. Now, what have we got here? Share. Kilkadillock, Scottie. Have you bet on the horses today? Do you know, I don't bet on horses. I went with a lovely lady, and she was very worried about the Grand National if a horse died. And therefore, out of respect, I don't bet on horses. I've only once bet on horses, and I knew nothing about it. And I said to the bookie at the ground, we got press tickets for the ground with a beautiful lunch, and for the course, I should say. And then I went to back a horse for the first time ever. And I gave the bookie a fiver, and I said, could I have £5 each way, please? And he said, yes, give me another £5, sir. That shows how much I knew. And always be careful at the racing, guys. Never actually back too thoroughbred a horse. Otherwise, it will go out of the starting gate and then stop and close it behind it. See what I just did there, Dinky-Doo? There we are. I once backed a horse at 10-1, and it came in at 2:20. Hello, Numpty to Dinky-Doo. Good that you're here. Is wee Davy getting on? He doesn't seem to be on tonight. David, haven't heard from wee Davy. He tried to phone us last week, and I think there was something up with his kit, if you'll pardon the expression. Sad days. Oh, yes, absolutely. But no, it's wonderful to see the horses. And somebody once asked me, did I want to come and commentate for racing? They could hear McClue saying, there we are, and we're looking at the runners and riders. A very good afternoon. Welcome to Head Up. Now you can see we've got, there we are, Happy Man in the outside there. Here they are, coming into the final furlong. Who's this? We don't know who that was. There we are. Governor Philip Blake. It's been a while, Scottie. Philip, it's been too long. You must not leave it so long. The whole world should make arrangements to be with us at this time. In the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, in what time are we on? We're on London, Edinburgh, Dublin. Is that the time we talk about? So we're just about to dump British summertime, BST, and we're about to go on to GMT, Greenwich Mean Time. Yes, indeed. Did you work on the phone, Scottie? Remember last week I couldn't hear you on the phone, but I heard you on the telly. Oh, yes, we've done a lot of work on the phones here as well, just to check. I mean, I'm not pointing the finger at David. Who's this? You're live on Scottish phone, who's that?
David, can you hear me loud and clear?
Can you hear me loud and clear?
I can. That's speaking.
My boy. Now, how have we been?
Well, I've missed you a lot. I was a bit upset because things were changing on your talk show.
Well, we don't take so many calls because there's so much input on the TikTok and YouTube.
I know, Scottie. So I was just thinking, if you could separate TikTok from YouTube, because, I mean, TikTok's a big business, as we all know. And again, I kind of put a sentence on YouTube I'm just talking to you right now. Can I just join you? You know.
Wonderful, yes. And you'll see we've got new equipment.
That's good, son. But don't get me wrong. So on the big live TV, it doesn't matter. Things is just the same. Your face is frosty. It's not your problem.
No, well, it is my problem because I want it right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speak to my provider and see if they'll do me the full fiber.
Okay, aye.
Like last week, what I had to do last week, I looked at my speeds and they were dreadful. So I had to get in touch with the company, and then it was coming up to going live time. So you've all this worry on top of everything else.
I get you. Okay, fine. And I'm if Numpty just said, "Where's wee Davy?" I'm here.
And he's here. Wee Davy's here with us all the time. It's brilliant. Now listen, I can't stay on long, but are you enjoying yourself?
Of course I'm all good, my as you well know.
We're fine.
I'm all right. I mean, things can be bad in life, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, listen, they're chucking the lot at us at the moment, Davy, and we will come out the other side. Boom time.
I know. You know what I mean? What about I miss the guy? You know what? Oh, David, what's wrong with your head, David? I'm getting old.
Yeah, I'm not getting old. You're just a boy.
Kareem, where's Kareem?
Kareem, well, we get a wee call from Kareem, but again, we don't do the politics now because I'm scunnered with it.
So am I.
Scunnered with it.
Do you know what, Scottie?
People are daft. People are daft. The last lot were bad enough, but my goodness me, you know?
Scottie, you're the man. Actually, Kareem started a good politics. Now, Scottie, I was in politics years ago, as you well know.
Yes.
But, do you know what? I still wish you could still for another hour every Saturday night.
Wonderful. You're wonderful.
I mean, we need you to stay on longer.
Oh, I wish I could, but we'll see. We'll get there. Don't you worry. There's a lot of good things happening on the YouTube channel.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
And what about... So you're still alone? The dog's passed away. Do you want a new dog?
The dog's gone. No. We're fine now.
Okay.
And Mrs. McClue is making tablet.
Oh, Mrs. McClue! It's David on the back.
Darling, it's David. No, that David. David. She knows. She knows now. She loves you. Thinks she's in love with you.
Mrs. McClue, I can give you macaroon if you want and tablet.
The macaroons, you're amazing. Yeah. Davey, I'm going to dance lap, but you take care of your dear self. I'd lovely to hear you.
You too.
I think you do. There he goes. That's Davey. That was very good. There we are. A wee call for you guys. Did you like that? Now, what do we got? That sure was loud. Is it too loud, Blade? We'll need to get all that sorted then. Governor Phillips says it's 1614 in Woodsbury. So there'll be 1618 now. Wee Davies, the man. Has your view on Ned's wearing baseball cap changed over the last 20 years? Well, only a wee bit, because you know I'm a big fan of Donald Trump, and Donald Trump wears a baseball cap, so that's kind of legitimized it for me, you know. There we are. Jerry, get wee Coco Telt. I think it's a glitch, Scottie. I can't see Davy's messages in the chat if he's been messaging. All right, Glasgow Creeper, he should be there. Scottie, the wife says hello to you and Mrs. McClue. Negan, we say hello to you and to Mrs. Negan. That is just amazing. Okay, David, says Jerry. Number one there, Jerry. Excellent stuff. There we go. Pics are a bit better, guys, but we still need to work on it. There we are. Now, if you're on the old TikTok right now, lovely to have you with us. Remember, you never, ever, ever need to give McClue anything. If you're feeling flush, there's a wee goal there on the TikTok. I tell you. And who we got here? You're live on Scottish Foreign. Who's that? Hello? Hello? They've gone. Right, that's okay. There we are. Good evening, Mr. McClue. Have you watched Donald Trump yet? I watch Donald Trump all the time. The man's incredible. let's be honest. John Major closed Ravenscraig. If it was working, the people would want it shut now. Why would they want it shut, Bobby? You tell me. You know, interesting. Very interesting. You're live on Scottish Phone In. Who's that? Hello? Hello?
Oh, hello.
Hello?
I'm just checking in on you.
You're very kind. Have you got a first name?
Pardon?
A first name? Do you have a first name?
Oh, yes. My first name is Mo.
Mo.
Yeah, my name's Mo.
Mo, lovely to have you with us on Dinky-Doo. Just checking in on you there.
I'm Mr. Lester.
Mr. Lester. We love it.
Oh, it's my full name.
No, you don't need full names. We just need Mo. Mo's great.
Yep, and I live down the street from you. You don't remember me?
Well, remember somebody shouting in the background.
Yeah.
Who's shouting and bawling?
That's Memphis son. I just, got
How lovely.
Oh.
Whoa! There we are. The shouters, right? We always get the shouters, don't we? I tell you. I watched the video with Billy Connolly and Parkinson. Very funny. There's Scottie McClue fan, The Walking Alive. I've made sure to like the video. You are very, very kind, Walking Alive. Now, guys, can anybody tell me, did you receive the little video saying I was going live? Right, that's what I need to know. Do the Scottish like Wales? Wales or Wales? Of course the Scottish like Wales. The Welsh are Celtic. Yes, Yaki Dan, Nostra, I say to you. Yes, indeed. Someone's getting hit on the back of that call. Really. The population of Barra are crammed in a wee room listening to Scottie. We love the people of Barra. Camera Mahaz. Farci Key, the Millie Farci Don Scottie McClue, agus TikTok, agus YouTube. My man Scottie, a walk with nature. Were you ever on Pink Floyd? No, I've never been on Pink Floyd at all, to be honest with you. But I'm in the pink, if you know what I mean. The population, oh yes, we got that one. New Pavarotti of Glasgow, Scottie, or Jerry. I thank you very much. We'll give you a song. La ra ra dee dee. Yes, it should be given a great send-off, Alex. Yes, absolutely. Scottie, my favourite broadcaster, ball selector. I tell you. There we are. Number 3 gifter as well. Good evening, Scottie. Hope you're well. There's something behind you. I think it's probably a picture. Scottie, do you remember El Castellamilco? I loved El Castellamilco. I remember him very, very well. The Mexican, Mexico, from Mexico. Scottie, did you play the guitar? I don't. My mother and father gave me a lovely guitar for Christmas. A long time ago, I'd be about 7, because I think I fancied being a pop star then. But what was lovely about this, my sister picked it up and learned to play it. And she is now a very, very fine guitarist. May I ask, are you a teacher in education, sir? I used to be, Victor. Yes, indeed. There I've got some advice to you, Scottie. Wait, we can't say that, Glasgow Creeper. We'll have to take that out, I'm afraid. What a shame, because you mentioned a product, you see. So we have to remove that. So there you go. So you've got to be careful. Guys, you've got to be careful when you're coming on. No second names, names of individuals. Don't mention businesses. We're not a knocking shop. We're very positive. This is intentional from me. And I'll tell you for why. I've never, ever, ever, ever seen this country with so much negativity around. Never. So we need big positivity. So what I've decided to do, we don't go knocking anything now. We build the place up positively. Yeah? If it's not coming from above, it's got to come from below. You're live on Scottish Phone In. Who's that?
my bulb is
Yes, you're doing very well. I thank you. Now, when I was a boy, I had to choose a path, says Wilson. We all had to choose a path when you were a boy. I tell you. Now, there's Jared. DINKY-DOO, Jared. Lovely to have you with us. We need matches, says Jared. Yes, we need people matching each other up and all that sort of stuff. I tell you. Right, who have we got here? I'm from Broxburn. Did you like the halls of Broxburn sausage? Again, we mentioned a company, but very positive. I loved a Hall's breakfast. Used to be able to get a lovely breakfast pack from Hall's, and that did the lot. So we liked that. I tell you. Now, who have we got here? Good old turnout tonight. I love your hat. Rangers or Celtic, says T. Jave. T. Lav. T. Lavin. There we are. Yes, 11. Rangers or Celtic. My best advice for you is to go and see both of them play and then make up your mind. Say, I'll go with the Celtic or I'll go with the Rangers. That sort of thing. Did you go to get frogs and newts when you were younger, Scotty? Great fun. No, I'll tell you what we used to go. We used to get a wee jam jar of tadpoles and let them grow into the frogs. And then my father would take us out, maybe in a lovely spring evening. We'd be out walking the dog and we'd pass a wee pool somewhere and you'd hear the little frogs. And then the next day you would see all the spawn. I tell you. There we go. Ever been to the Statue of Liberty, Scotty? Wonderful sight. Johnny Storm? I've never been to America. And I've been told if I went to America, the audiences would be through the roof. I would clear up on the radio and the television. I tell you, but we're in America now. You're watching us in Manhattan. Am I right, Johnny Storm? And I would love to see the Statue of Liberty. And I have a recurring dream. Guys, you'll be amazed at this. I have 2 recurring dreams. But I'll tell you about this one. I have a recurring dream, and I'm lying on my tummy, flat on the sort of like floor of an aircraft. And I'm at the same level as the flight deck, and I can see out the little windows at the front. And the aircraft's silent, as aircraft very often do feel. You know, you don't always hear a lot of noise nowadays. The sound deadening is absolutely outstanding. And it's silent, and we're going in at an angle over the Statue of Liberty. And I could see all the harbour in New York, where the Queen Mary and the Queen Elizabeth and all these big liners would have come in, the transatlantic liners. Wonderful. And I can remember, one of my regrets is I never got to fly on Concorde. You could leave in the morning at 9 o'clock and have your lunch in New York. I saw in the paper today, the Rest and Be Thankful shut again. The guy that owned the military road. So there we are, is doing well. Interesting. Well, my parents, there was no modern Rest and Be Thankful. And my parents were from Argyll. And my father used to take the old military road. That was the Rest and Be Thankful. And when you climbed up the very steep bit at the end of it, that's when you rested and were thankful. And I think the car was thankful as well, because these little old cars like Morris 8s, Austin 7s, they were very plucky little cars, you know, and probably you'll be pushing it temperature-wise. The Queen Mary, the most haunted ship in the world, Scotty. Johnny Storm. Yes, she's in California, isn't she? In the harbor at the moment, and there's ghosts. Oh, wow. Scotty, I thought you were dead. I thought you were died. No, I don't think so. I will check. No, I'm still living. Thank goodness, I say. Evening, Scotty. Evening, Harry. Lovely to have you with us. DINKY-DOO, Scottie McClue. Who do you think will win the Edinburgh Derby tomorrow at the Mighty Jam Tarts? George. This is my story. This is my song. Follow the hearts and never go wrong. What's the one for the high bees? You must have a wee song as well. The Blade says, I love you. I tell you. What do we got here? How many bonnets do you own? Oh, a good whack, Ian. I mean, we've got, there's a selection here. I mean, we've got the famous McClue hat, you know, that one. Oh, yes. I tell you, might auction them. Have you ever been up the cobblers, Scotty? Jerry, a very personal chat, but yes, indeed. I have actually climbed the cobbler right to the top. But if you've been up, Jerry, you'll know there's a wee jutty out piece of stone. I didn't step onto that, but a guy did with a wee Jack Russell Terrier and took a photo. But I didn't step onto that, but I was right at the top. So what do you think? You know what I'm talking about, Jerry? Is this a ghost story? I need a sip of tea. The Blade. We all need a sip of tea. General Sup, folks, right across the world. General Sup, right? Oh, Yorkshire tea. Yes, I have Yorkshire tea and I have Scottish blend. Now, I tell you, oh, great. Did you like that? The boss. Of course, Blade. The boss is here. Yes, DINKY-DOO. Scottie McClue, just for you. I tell you. Now, very, very busy tonight. Scottie, that mug's fabulous. You've got to tell us where to get our own. Well, the Blade, this was a present just as a surprise from a colleague. And one morning I said, excuse me, could I by any chance borrow a mug? I said, wait till I see. Oh, a new mug came in yesterday. You can have that. Yes, there it is, the boss. I've always seen you as the boss, Scottie. So you have that. It was just these lovely things happen in my life. I've only had one really bad thing happen in my life, and I was the victim of a bad man. Yes, a scammer. And I lost a lot of pennies. And that's the only one bad man I've ever met in my life. Is that not amazing? So there you go. And it was all an act. He was very sort of convincing and all that stuff. And I'd actually, well, we'll not go into all that. DINKY-DOO, Scottie. So there you are. DINKY-DOO, everybody. What are we saying for the Edinburgh Derby? Who have we got here? Can you sing If You Hate the Glasgow Celtic? Clap your hands. No, I don't do anything with hate in it. Do you know? Have you ever seen a movie called Purely Belter? Purely Belter. And it's about the Magpie. This two wee boys are great Magpie fans. Newcastle. And they have to go to a Newcastle Sunderland match. And they end up sitting in the wrong end. And they're all singing, if you hate Newcastle, clap your hands. And they've got to join in or people will suss them. I tell you. But no, we don't do hate because, see, if you hate anything, you're shutting off an avenue of learning. Do not hate. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Scottie, you're doing November. November, Connor. Lovely to have you with us, Connor. Welcome, by the way. I'm on the edge of my seat waiting for the scary story. Best to get my popcorn. Megan, all right, here's the deal. In 5 minutes' time, we've been up for 39. What are we doing? We're 21:34, so we're just over halfway through. So 5 minutes' time, 21:40. I'll tell you a scary story. All right, 21:40. Jackpot, says Negan. Yes. Yes, Negan. Scotty, the date's wrong in the show's title. What does it say? What have I put? I'll sort it later. I better not start mucking about at the moment. Numpty, do you know what it's like? Guys, can everybody go down to the bottom left and give me a thumbs up if you're on the YouTube? Massive, massive thumbs up, bottom left. All right. We're winning, says Johnny Storm. Yes, it did. Yes, the date, the title says January. Silly mistake. What a silly mistake, Negan. McClue's not absolutely devoid of silly mistakes. Do you know what I mean? I'm not superhuman. It's not my fault I'm known to over 2 billion people worldwide. That's not my fault. Do you see what I mean? It just kind of happened. I tell you. Scotty, November is growing a moustache throughout November. Some guys donate to men's cancer research. I like that one, Connor. Yes. But at the moment, I'm kind of banned, by the missus from growing facial hair. She sort of screws her face up. So I might grow a beard. And she goes, all that kind of pantomime that the ladies like to do. They don't say anything. They don't say, oh, no, you're not growing a beard. And then you get the kind of wee guys that were brought up, their dads were in the army or the police, and they go, you get a shave, Scott, get a shave, as if it's something to do with them. Do you know what I mean? My mother was one of these. She used to go, I don't like your moustache. And I would say, well, you're not wearing it then, thank goodness. I would say to my mother, well, you'll not be getting a kiss then. Hogmanay Bash, Scotty. We might do, Jerry. We'll see what's on the agenda. I've got so many invitations to, why don't you come and do this for Hogmanay? Do you want to host our Hogmanay show? And I said, well, I've got the Scottie McClue Hogmanay Bash live on YouTube and TikTok. And I mean, the social media is reaching new heights, guys. I believe this, and you know what I mean. Everybody who has access to a TikTok account should be watching Scottie McClue right now. Everybody who has access to YouTube should be watching Scottie McClue right now, because this is the future. And I looked at some of the figures radio stations were getting. None of them even holding a candle to what I used to get as an audience on the radio. And John Donnelly, Aberdeen or Glasgow, they're both beautiful cities. I'll tell you what I love about Aberdeen. You've got houses that were built 200 years ago and they look brand new. Granite, the granite city. Ken. Boogle, Rangers or Celtic? Boogle, I think what you should do is go and see them play and then make a decision who you like best. There we are. You speak the words of a fool, Boogle, says the Blade. Oh, best man on the radio in his time, says Daniel. Well, Daniel, I feel my time hasn't yet been. We did have some very big audiences. I mean, 250,000 people listening, things like that, every half hour. Jerry says, I'm away, Scotty, another great show, 100%. Jerry, take great care of yourself and please pass on my regards to your lovely, lovely family, to the cat, and to wee Coco. Yes, I tell you. Sorry, says Boogle, you're fine, actually. I'm personally a fan of Celtic. Good one, Boogle. We like that. Hail, hail. Hail, hail, Boogle. I tell you, Jerry, the scary story is coming on. Yes, 1 minute to the scary story. Okay, cool to the cat. Yes, Coco. Thanks, Jerry. Take great care, buddy. Top man, top man. Yes, Scotty. Johnny Storm's waiting. 5 seconds. Thanks a lot, Scotty. No bother, Boogie. I tell you, Boogie Boogie, Boogie Boogie. Guys, if you're watching on the YouTube channel, then go down and give me a thumbs up and make sure you've subscribed and share. We need you sharing, sharing, sharing. Otherwise, you know, I'll not have enough life left to get everybody knowing. And then when I pop my clogs, everybody will go, oh, I've just found out there's Scottie McClue. He's amazing. And they'll start talking about it, you know, and all that. So there, hold on for the scary story. Right. Time's up. Scary story time. Can we do it this way? My friends and I had got together to go and visit an old army camp. And we walked up. There was still light, but the light was fading. And we found these old huts. And we had a look in the huts. There was 12 huts. We went into the first hut. No, there was nothing there. Same with the second and the third hut. The fourth hut. Nothing. Nothing left. Right up to hut number 12. We looked into the hut, and there was a figure sitting on the floor. A live figure sitting on the floor, wearing an old army greatcoat. But it was what he was holding that scared us. He was holding a skull. And he was tapping on the skull with a bone. Tap, 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 tap. And every night on the anniversary of witnessing that, one of the boys who were there has gone mad. Ah! Did you like that? A wee scary story. A skull, tap, tap, tappity tap. Johnny Storm. Oh, the figure turned around and no face shiver me timbers, says Ben. Scotty, it's not the news. Make it sound scary. So there you are. I tell you. Daniel's laughing. Bravo, says the bleed. Did you like that, guys? There are a wee ghosty story for you. I tell you, wee Coco jumping out his skin. Oh no, Jerry. Give him a wee hug from me. I tell you. So there we go, folks. Now then, who we got? Yeah. Scotty, still listen to your older radio stuff on YouTube. Thank you for making me smile always. Andy, a privilege and a pleasure. I can tell you. Can't wait for next year, says the Blade. Johnny Storm says, that was a great story, Scotty. Oh, my goodness. Professor Nupteed says, my windows were open. What's the neighbours going to think? Well, it'll be the usual stuff for your neighbours, I would think, Nupteed. Okay, Scotty, great show. See you next week. Jerry, take great care, buddy. See you again. Numpty, they'll think you're attacking someone with the blade. Oh, yes. Oh, talking of windows open. Alexa, play Scottie McClue talk show on YouTube. There we go. The neighbours should know it's Scottie McClue. The neighbours should be listening and watching as well. Do you know, I can remember we were doing a morning show and it was huge. And on the motorway between Glasgow and Edinburgh, there was a massive traffic jam. Something had happened, a hold up, an accident, roadworks, I don't know. But the whole of Scotland was just stuck. Whole of central Scotland, stuck on the M8 motorway. And a guy phoned in, white van man phoned in. I said, Scotty, we're stuck on the motorway and it's not moving at all, but we're listening to your show and it's keeping us all going. And I said, right, can you sound your horns if you're listening to Scottie McClue on the radio? Well, you should have heard the racket. And so there you go. I tell you, congrats. Lovely to have you with us, guys. I'm late. I get held up by a cyclist, says Sandy. Sandy, I'll tell you. What have I told you about cyclists? And you shouldn't be driving in the cycle lane. Who's your favourite pipe band? Oh, Sean. I'm spoiled for choice. I've got a whole selection. Let me show you something, Sean. See that? That's a huge cabinet of CDs with huge numbers of pipe bands. But I think Inverary, I've met Stuart, the pipe major, what a fine man. And we got on very well. And what I told him, I was the chieftain of the Highland Games. And I told him about, I didn't know this, but I told him about this wonderful man that I'd known, who was a pipe major in the Argyll and Sutherland Highlanders, and was the personal piper to the Duke of Argyll. And he was pipe major Ronnie McCallum. And Ronnie was a wonderful man, but an outstanding piper, of course. And Stuart said to me, that's my grandfather. Isn't that beautiful? I tell you. And so there you are. Ian McRae, did you ever fish? Never, ever, ever fished at all. But I come from a family of Tarbert fishermen and Ardrishig fishermen. So there, but no, I don't fish. I don't do these things. You know, I mean, I see fishermen getting eaten alive by midges. You know, and they'll fly fishing and then putting the fish back and saying, sorry about the hook through the gob chum, but thanks for that. So there you go. My father took me fishing once. It was one of the last times I saw him, says Ben. Oh, Ben, I tell you. So there we are. And golf. Golf's another one I don't do. I don't do the golf. So our favourite pipe band, but so many of them, the wonderful. Dysart and Dundonald. Remember them? The Hills of Alva. Oh, there you go. Tremendous. Dunoon Argyll. Mid Argyll pipe band. DINKY-DOO, Scotty, who do you think will win the Edinburgh Derby? We've been talking about that. Yes, indeed. We have. How are you getting on, Scotty? We're DINKY-DOO, Chris. Lovely to have you with us. Boom, boom, says Monty. DINKY-DOO, Scotty. Politics. DINKY-DOO, Scotty McClue, seriously. Donald Trump fan, how's this possible? There's just no reason why you wouldn't vote for Donald Trump. This man will save the world. Let's put him in and see how it goes. You know? Say to him, Donald, can you put your money where your mouth is? And he will. This guy's brand new. 77 years of age, is that right? How could anybody not be a Donald Trump fan? That's what I wonder. I tell you. Have you seen D. Trump's recent performances? He doesn't strike you as a man with, and he's mentioning a complaint for elderly people. No. Donald Trump is as sharp as a tack. You know, as sharp as a tack. Joe just had lost the plot. So I tell you, visit East Kilbride. Can we call? Well, we're running tight for time. Morning, the Lord Duke of Dundee, says the wonderful Onion Bargy. Down under in Australia. We love that. Did you do the basketball, Scotty? No, but I used to do the volleyball. I wasn't really tall enough for the basketball. It's the socio-economic situation. Yeah, there's a lot more to come out, though. And there's a lot of people don't want Trump in just in case they get found out. Know what I'm saying? There we are. Wow, not heard your voice in a decade or so. Well, Robert Downing, how not? I tell you, my voice is out there. Trump similarly in the race, extremely worrying. We don't Ali Ballet. What are we talking? Have you heard the song? There we go. Yes, we've heard all sorts of songs. You can answer my question. What's half a 99? I answered it. I answered it at the time. Yes, yes. Half a 99. I gave you that at the time. 49 and a half. Oh, you remind me of my granddad. He was from Glasgow. Ah, Glitcher, how marvellous. He would be a very fine man. Hi, Scottie DINKY-DOO from Greenock. Mr. Jackson, lovely to have you with us. I'm proud to be a branch of the green oak tree. Hi, Scottie, I'm from Paisley. We love Paisley. Still doing calls, says Charlie. Yes, Charlie, if you want to call in, you call. Scottie, you're doing Movember. The missus won't let me grow a moustache. Big up Dinky's bonnet. There we have it. General Sup, everybody. Come on. General Sup. Oh, how lovely is that? I tell you. Brilliant, Scottie. Love from Paisley. We love Paisley. No response to my concerns about your support for Trump. So there we are. If you don't see the deterioration, are you okay? No, Trump's tired. That's all. Nothing wrong with the man. He's just a little bit tired. Want to see the deterioration? Have a look at Joe. Hello again, Scottie. Lovely to see you. Up the famous green at Morton. Montheton. Rangers or Celtic, go and see them both play and make your mind up. They're both excellent teams, I can tell you. Guys, can we have thumbs up and subscribe if you're on the YouTube? Hang on. Who's this? You're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that?
It's Davey again, but anyway, a guy just asked you, can you phone you in, and he didn't phone in, but this is a bit strange. But again, talk about prostitutes and Trump. I love Trump.
Yeah, Trump's brilliant. No, Trump's your top man.
Again, Kamala Harris, here we go about politics. Again, Kamala Harris, she's no good. Just saying.
Well, I don't know about that, but all I can say is if you've got the choice of Donald Trump, you take it. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter who the opposition is.
He will save America.
He will save the world, Davey. Mark my words. I tell you. Listen, I'm going to dash. Go on.
See what I mean? We need to talk, Scottie.
We need to talk, Davey boy. Absolutely. Now, there we go. That's our David. Good call, actually. What have we got here? Bring back the beard, Scott. Or the blade. The beard. Have you seen the beard? I tell you. Johnny, my father left me too, says Ben. Let's be pally pals. There we are. Chris Hoy is brilliant, says John. Wonderful man. Chris Hoy, sorry to hear his latest news, of course, but he is a wonderful man. It's got to be a Hearts win, Scottie. Hibs aren't doing very well. There we are. Now they were on the ton. Up the famous green at Morton was at the game today. Hamilton away, lost 3-0. Go again Tuesday. I tell you. Sorry to hear you got scammed, Scott. It can happen to anybody. Neil, absolutely. You know, and I thought I knew this guy, you know, but there you go. Neil, so lovely to hear from you. There we go. That's Neil. And Neil was one of the finest wizards of the big switchboard for Scottie McClue ever. And I've had many brilliant wizards, and a lot of them still working in radio, quite high up. Watching from Belfast, bro. Is Forsyth a Scottish name? Yes. Yes. Forsyth. Used to be a wonderful big shop opposite the central station called R.W. Forsyth. And it did outfitting and, oh, beautiful stuff, everything. R.W. Forsyth, Scotland, and Glasgow in particular. Glasgow and Edinburgh, huge named shops. Copeland Lie. Yeah. McLaren's, R.G. Lorry, Rowan's, Wiley and Lochhead, McDonald's, House of Fraser, Arnott's, C&A, Dunn Company. There's a few names just to get you all going. My father didn't like that I was obsessed with fire, so he left me. Oh my goodness. Scottie, can you pray for my pal's son, Carl, who has fallen ill to a nasty virus? Negan, of course I can. Jenner's, Daniel Jackson, absolutely. We love Jenner's. I used to listen to you always, says Anne-Marie. Bless you, Anne-Marie. What about Alloa? We love Alloa. When I set up your radio station, Central FM, 1990, and we had a studio in Alloa, Clackmannanshire. So there we go. You've just followed. Thank you for following. We need everybody following. I tell you. Do you like football, buddy? I don't really know a lot about football, to be honest with you, buddy. So there we go. Can't tell you much about that. Right, Mason, you're spamming us now. You just say it once. So there we go. Scottie, it's been a while, says Kitty. Indeed, Kitty, absolutely. Hi, Scottie, says McAllister the goat. There we go. Who else have we got? Scottie, you're some man, pal, I'll tell you. So are you, pal. Yes, indeed. Who is that? Oh, there we go. We're back in business. That was Panda. Panda, lovely to have you with us. So glad they're bringing back Balamori, which is in fact filmed in Tobermory, the Isle of Mull. And I know Tobermory very, very well indeed. I tell you, back Bray, Middle Bray, Prison Bray. Cool, haven't seen you, Scottie, in ages. Hope you're well, lad. Absolutely, Colin M. So nice to have you with us. We're going to have to go soon. Oh, I was in Dunoon in September. Beautiful place. Dunoon is a beautiful place, Colin. I can tell you. Guys, have we all shared, subscribed on the YouTube, popped down the bottom and given us a thumbs up, watched all the movies? Trump's the man. Do you like Halloween, Scottie? Well, I like the fact it's the one night of the year I don't have to dress up. So there you go. And the missus gets very busy with her brush. Now, when I was a boy, I accidentally set a barn on fire. Johnny Storm. Fire in a barn, an awful thing. Guys, I'm going to have to dash. I love you lot. Stick out your tongue and say ta-ta. Ba-ba. There we go. Off we jolly well go. Oh, my goodness me. Thank you so much to our lovely, lovely, lovely TikTokers and our beautiful YouTubers. What can I say but thank you so much for joining us tonight. Tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10 about Scottie McClue live just for you. 9 p.m. sharp Saturday evenings. All this can change, of course, and enjoy all the movies. But please share and share and share this channel because it's going big style and it's the place to be. Yeah? With all the negativity in the world, Scottie McClue's YouTube channel, place to be. Stick your tongue out, say ta-ta, ta-ta, and again, ta-ta.